Hey, crystal blessings, everybody. I wanted to do a video on making a grief mojo bag or a crystal pouch, depending on what you want to call it, because a lot of times people could really use something like this, and this is a gift you can give to someone who might be dealing with grief, the death of a loved one. I've used it quite often for various people. You know, when something like that happens to someone, there are no good words to say. There's nothing perfect to do, but it's something we can do, and that hopefully can help the person deal with the things that are coming up and the emotions and the energies. So I like to use a lavender organza bag, but you don't have to. It's just a color that I think works well for a grief bag. And I did a lot of research on the types of stones, and Apache tear is really the best. We actually went to Apache Leap in Sedona and visited the area where the Apaches are said to have jumped off a cliff rather than be taken away by the American soldiers. And that's where the women went to cry over their men who jumped off the cliff, and their tears solidified into Apache tears. Okay, another crystal that's good to give in a little grief mojo bag is known as champagne tourmaline, otherwise known as dravite. It's a brown tourmaline, and where the light comes through any translucent areas, which are few and far between, it will have a dark champagne color, sometimes lighter, but this one happens to be a darker one, but it's a very nice piece of champagne tourmaline. And another stone you can use is black tourmaline, and again, that's another one that flies out the door around here. So, as you can see, I have not used this yet because I just purchased it for this purpose. It's marjoram, and this is organic from Mountain Rose Herbs. I like to get organic dried herbs from them, and this one's actually certified kosher, grown in Egypt. And this is for another purpose. Okay, and I also have marjoram essential oil, and that's from Mountain Rose Herbs also. Okay, so I usually put like 4 of these little, this is my little herb spoon, I just use it for this. 4 of these in here, so 1, 2, oh my goodness. So the camera battery died, or actually the memory was full and I didn't realize it. And I just kept going and talking. So let me tell you what I did. So I put 4 of these little spoonfuls of the marjoram in the bag. I put the stones in the bag. I put in, let's see, what did I do? 7 drops of marjoram. And if you're into numerology and that sort of thing, you might want to put a certain number of drops. Marjoram is not very strong, so actually I'm going to put a few more drops in. And another essential oil that is good for alleviating grief is chamomile essential oil. Water's not as blue as it usually is, so it's kind of, you know, rough. That's the Atlantic Ocean out there. Not super rough, but a little rough. And all the surfers are hanging out over there. Don't know if you can see them. They love this. But South Florida is as surfer kind of weather as it gets, unless there's a hurricane. And there's the pier over there. So, you know, just wanted to walk the talk. You know, I was thinking about doing this. I know this is good for me to do, so I'm doing it. Alright, so I brought a few things with me here today to work on, just for a few minutes. And I actually did this video at home and didn't have the right stone, so I might merge that video with this video. I don't know, we'll see what happens. So we have smoky quartz here. And this lavender bag has marjoram herb in there. I also added some marjoram essential oil, like 5 drops of that, and some blue chamomile pure essential oil. It's organic. These come from Mountain Rose Herbs. I'll probably put the link down below. And this stuff right here, very, very potent. So where's my little dropper? There's a little dropper in the bag there for that. So go easy on that. Make sure you use a separate little dropper with that because, very potent stuff. Blue, the chamomile blue essential oil really is blue. Forgot to mention that. So when you put it in, make sure it goes right on the herb. Otherwise, it's going to stain your bag and look a little funny. So make sure you put it right on the herb. You might want to put it on the herb before you put the herb in the bag. And you only need, like I said, 1 or 2 drops of that. Marjoram, I actually amped it up to 10 drops because it's not as potent. So you can go up a little higher on that. Okay, so then I also have Apache Tears. And these are like the main component of a Grief Mojo bag. And Apache Tears is a whole story behind them. They're a type of black obsidian. Of why they're a good crystal to work with for people that are doing. Here I have some black tourmaline, and this is actually really nice black tourmaline. Wow, they got a high polish up on this one. This is really good. This is out of a new batch that I just got. So I'll probably put smoky quartz is good for transmuting negative energies. Apache tear for dealing with grief. Black tourmaline also the same as smoky quartz, just a different level. So all that will go in the bag. And I think I really felt the need to do this here today because of the grounding aspect, to add that element to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together right now. And then I just smush it around a little bit. And while doing that, I'm thinking about the intention that we want this to be an emotional support and an energetic support. Thinking about the significance of the Apache tear or the black tourmaline or the champagne tourmaline, and how we want the person to work through their grief, not eliminate it because it is a necessary emotion. It's there for a reason. It helps to allow the person to work through the feelings of not having the person they lost physically there anymore, and understanding that they're energetically released and that they're more free now, and just at another dimensional level. And none of this needs to be understood by that person, or if there of course there's different belief systems, but it's a support, okay, a way that we can help the people to deal with grief, or help yourself deal. Maybe this is for you too also. Okay, and if the person just doesn't even know what to do with it, usually I'll give them a card, and in the card I'll explain that they can keep this by their bedside, or put it in their pillowcase or under their pillow when they sleep, keep it in their pocket. Whenever they're feeling just overwhelmed with grief, just hold it, think about the person that they love, and know that they feel their thoughts, and that they can be with them at that time, and this will help alleviate their grief. Okay, so I hope this is something that can help you or help someone that you know, and that you share it along with others who might be needing this sort of help as well. Please check the links below, because I will give you a link to my blog post that also links to the story behind Apache Tears, which is a very nice story to read about. Okay, namaste.